Recording. Hello,
Nice.
welcome to Rear Naked Chat subscribers, all 19 of you.
Yeah,
Well,
representing.
hey, this is a quick review of the Ultimate Fighter The Smashes episode 4. Team Ross
Okay.
Pearson, aka Team UK, versus Team George Stateropoulos,
Yeah, that
aka
guy.
Team Oz,
Um,
who were locked in a battle of who could be the better coach last week. They were trying to sort of out coach each other by making the experience that much better for their team. Um, and this week it was similar again when it looked like George took him to the sand dunes for something
that's
a
right.
little different, and it's oh that's nice, that's a nice thing you did for your team. And then Ross
Yeah.
Pearson's version was the shark tank.
Oh God, yeah. Oh, that looked horrible.
Yeah, it sounds
Um,
pretty intense, that shark tank. Although maybe it was intense for the guy who's going last. Uh, if I had to do the shark tank, being last is definitely the best position to be in.
nah, no way. I'd want to go
Yeah,
first. What?
no, because think about it, if you're going last, the people fighting are already fucked.
Yeah, but you've fought everyone else. Been
You've
jumping
had
in.
time. No, I reckon once you actually go through the Shark Tank experience of fighting three guys, you're more
Right.
fucked than just being, 1/3 of someone else's beating.
Right. Okay. So you're saying they've. Yeah, I suppose because you're not in every round, are you? You're not one of the
Yeah,
three
like
that.
imagine you're going first, right? You three fresh guys coming at
Yeah,
you, and
coming
you're
at you.
fucked after the first one.
Yeah. True. True. I'd rather just get it out of the way, though. I think. I don't.
It sounds like, but I did like the way Ross Pearson said, and no one threw up, no one gave up, and it just cut to a shot of someone just bent over on all fours, just being like,
Just
"Leave me,
just destroyed. Yeah.
yeah, leave me."
Yeah. You know that's a hard workout if a positive thing is, yeah, well, nobody
No
puked.
one puked.
Fucking hell. Like what is that? Um but yeah, they there was a bit of weird editing in this episode as well, because early on they had all the Aussies basically complaining that the British were like absolute like a mess, and the house was all
Yeah,
fucking uh dirty.
yeah,
Then they cleaned it all up, and then the British guys were going, yeah, we've made the effort to clean it, but it's going to be a fucking mess again by tomorrow. So
yeah.
basically, whose fault is it? Are they just both blaming each other? Is it just everyone kind of thing? Is it one of them?
Well, I thought it was there was. Didn't someone mention a bet where, based on the result of the last fight, Team UK lost, which meant they had to clean up the kitchen.
Oh, I don't know. I
Oh, that was
didn't hear
mentioned in
anything
that
about
was
that.
mentioned in this episode.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But they didn't show the bet last week, kind of thing. They didn't show the bet being made, but someone was talking to the camera saying, well, they lost the fight, so they're meant to clean up. Lord knows whether or not they'll do it, but in the end, they did.
Oh, right. Okay.
Uh,
I never heard that bit.
all right, okay.
I thought they just decided, right, this is too much of a mess.
No,
But it seemed like at the beginning of the episode, the Aussies were saying, yeah, these lot are all whatever word they used. They had some weird Aussie
Aussie word.
scrabbers, mate. Scrabbers or something. Whatever the word is to mean they're unclean. Can't remember what the word was.
Grabbers.
Scrubbers, that's it.
I don't know.
And
I
then
just made that up.
I think it was. And then at the end, after they cleaned it, Team UK were like, "Well, it's going to be a mess again anyway now once the Aussies." So it's like, whose fault was it?
I do
Yeah,
love when Dean Amersinger pops up as well. That guy,
right.
man, he just cracks me up. There was actually a bit when the Team UK was down and Ross Pearson's trying to give the guy a pick me up, like saying, come on, you just got caught. That was it. You fought like sorry, you just got caught. And the whole
Yeah,
team was on a down, and that's where you need Dean Amersinger to come in and just pick everyone up a bit.
positivity.
Yeah, but there was a bit in this changing room where he's trying to strategize, even though it's George's pick. He's strategizing, going, well, they're not going to pick him versus him because that's. And he's got the whole team around listening. It's like, what
Yeah,
is the point of this? You're
yeah,
just
because you
wasting time.
got no idea what he's going to pick. Um, and it was a bit of a weird pick in the end by George, I thought.
Yeah.
Because I noticed after the fight. I mean,
Mm.
I don't know what else we've got to talk about from the episode. Really, there wasn't a whole lot going on apart from Conor Fletcher running around the tennis court
Oh
naked,
God, yeah.
and some pranks, some muck being thrown around the
Shit.
changing
Mock.
rooms. Yeah, yeah. That's all I've got to say about that. Though I'm
Yeah.
not, as I've said before, not a fan of the pranks on the show unless it's a real, a proper prank where
Yeah.
somebody's gonna after you do it. Um, but I noticed after the fight, George was complaining about the size difference, basically saying,
Yeah,
"Oh
yeah, of
well,
course he was.
it's a lot bigger than him. Well, size advantage,
Yeah.
based physics." I think he said.
Yeah, that's
Uh, and it was like, well, you picked their biggest guy against your smallest guy,
yeah,
so that's not an
yeah,
excuse.
yeah.
So,
And at the
yeah,
weigh-in, it was 153 versus 156, £3 difference. It's not
yeah,
huge.
no, but you could see when they faced off. I mean, obviously, when they rehydrate and stuff,
Yeah, yeah, it changes.
you swell up a lot more. But they did. Norman Park looked a lot bigger than him, man.
Yeah, yeah, he was. That was
I was
clear.
surprised because in the talking head bits, Richie looks pretty big.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a solid
Yeah,
guy,
because
and
from this point up, everyone looks the same height.
everyone looks the same. Yeah, so I was like, yeah, there's not that much of a size difference. And then they get in the cage. I was like, wow, he's a lot bigger. So yeah, man, it was, and it's basically a domination from Norman Park.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't, like sometimes you judge a fighter on their face. Like,
Right.
if they've just got a bit of a lame face, like the way you would look at Xavier Lucas and say, yeah, he's probably a bit tough. And you
Yeah,
look at someone like Norman Park and say, he might be shit.
yeah,
But he was a
he's
beast once he
he
turned on
was a
after round two.
serious beast. Yeah, you're right. He's a bit of a strange guy. Like he's like you say, his face is a bit odd, and he's just a bit something not quite right. Maybe it's just a Northern Ireland thing. Maybe I just don't know enough Northern Islanders. Maybe that's just how they are. But
I was worried when it said his record 16-2, and I thought in Northern Ireland,
you
how
know
many
that.
of those fights are in or outside a pub?
Yeah, exactly. Um, but then he just dominated him, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah,
Now I've heard from a message board I frequent from time to time,
yeah.
um, from an Australian that apparently in the area that Richie Vaz is from,
Hmm.
he's actually got a bit of a reputation for being a bit of a cunt. Like his family are quite notorious,
Oh,
and he's a bit,
really?
yeah. And he was part of a surf gang.
Right.
Just like
Surf gang.
yeah, but apparently they're quite notorious for being like causing a lot of trouble and yeah, being in the wrong side of the law a lot of the
Okay.
time. And apparently, yeah, he seemed. I don't know. This is just some random dude on a message board saying this, but apparently he's supposed to be a bit of a scumbag because of the Australians on the message board were all saying, "Oh, we're glad he lost."
Oh,
I
okay.
was like, "Wow, I'm surprised by that."
He's
'Cause obviously it's quite
notorious in his
nationalistic.
neighbourhood.
But yeah, apparently he's known as a bit, a bit of an arsehole.
Okay,
So
good.
karma got him. Apparently, yeah. But he doesn't seem that way on the show. He seems like a pretty
Yeah, it
down
seemed pretty
to earth guy.
straightforward, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, but
overall, I would say that, I mean, they was complaining that Team Australia are a little bit boring, and they kind of are a little bit. They take themselves very seriously,
they do, yeah,
and
yeah.
Team UK are kind of going almost a little bit too much the other way, like
A
when
bit more wacky.
Well, it was funny actually when Freak Show was running about naked, and there
Right.
was a bit where everyone's in the house just cracking up, and he's running around doing hurdles over the tennis net, and there's just a poster of George St Pierre with
With
his
St. Pierre.
welterweight title belt.
Yeah, and it almost you could almost hear GSP going, "I'm not impressed with your performance," because he just didn't look. He just had such in that poster. He's got such a serious face.
Like
This
that
guy
is the
run-
pinnacle of being an MMA fighter, and then
Yeah,
there's this guy just running around naked.
oh, yeah, it's ridiculous. Um,
But I
but
do
yeah,
like,
man,
I'm enjoying the attention between the two coaches because it's
it's
kind of
building.
really fueled by anger and also very lame at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. Like you can tell they're both very competitive
Yeah,
and proud of their countries,
yeah.
but they're also not natural trash talkers,
You know.
and it kind of yeah, it makes for some very awkward moments on the show, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like the bit. My favourite bit where it felt like it all culminated in the team picks, and Team UK managed to convince themselves that they got inside George's head, that he changed his
Yeah,
mind at the last minute, and they were properly celebrating like, oh, is he? You changed his
yeah,
mind? Yes, man. Yes, we won. We won.
yeah. Ross like yeah, 100%, and then it cuts to like a day earlier, doesn't it? And when he's actually picking them, yeah, that was
It's like
funny.
they're trying to take the smallest thing and turn it into the biggest advantage, kind of thing.
Yeah, man.
Like how awkward was that bit where George tried to like have a little pop by saying, and Lucas, if you want to come and train with our team, we've got good strikers anytime. And it's like the joke didn't land. They kind of looked at it. That's a weird thing to say.
yeah,
Anytime you want, just come and train. Just kept
Yeah,
going with it.
and everyone just kind of stood there like,
Just laughed at him.
all right, thanks very much. Ugh, yeah, yeah. I imagine there's going to be a lot more of those moments to come in
Yeah,
this
yeah.
season. Just,
It's reminding me of Cruz versus Faber,
oh
like how
God,
it
yeah.
used to get. It was a bit more
But it's
pathetic with
lame,
those guys.
huh?
It was a bit more pathetic with Cruz and Faber.
They're just tiny little guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and as we said on there, Faber's he wasn't the most intelligent guy in the world, so a lot of his comebacks were just
Just made
not
no
even
sense.
comebacks, were they?
So next week it looks like someone's quit on Team UK, which isn't good
Yeah,
news.
quite a shock actually.
Shocking,
I
yeah.
can't even predict who it might be. Nobody
Yeah,
seems
yeah.
to be. No one's shown any cracks or anything.
No,
So
no, it's a weird one. It's just going to be
yeah,
someone who's been quiet who you haven't even noticed.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He won't
He's
miss
just
it.
been quietly crying himself to sleep every night.
Nobody knows. But yeah, man, pretty straightforward episode. I thought Norman Park looked good. Like I said, dominant.
Yeah, yeah.
Should go pretty far
I
in
was
the
sort of worried
contest.
about Team UK's chances. It was starting to feel like, hold on, who is there on Team UK that's actually very good? And it's like, oh, I have no idea. But then again, we haven't seen them fight yet, so
Well, it now sort of seems like it's UK are the lightweights and Aussies are the welterweights.
yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah,
gone.
that could be going on as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll see how it
Okay,
goes.
cool.
Uh,
All the usual stuff. It's all over the screen.
I was just on the screen anyway. I'll fuck it
Yeah,
then. Yeah. See you
yeah.
next
So
time.
we can shave another minute off our recordings.